CRTV.
The Commonwealth crescendo, an incredible 45 gold medals were up for grabs. Cycling's finest followed up the Tour de France with a whiz round Warwick. And there was drama and celebration wherever you looked on the penultimate day of the Games.
Last 50 coming up, and Duncan Scott is going for it. Big time. Tom Dean's trying to respond. Liz Turber's trying to respond, but Duncan Scott, I believe, even this far out, surely has it. Unless Tom Dean can find something in the last 15, and he is coming. He's coming fast. Can he catch Duncan Scott? I think the Scotsman's got it. Tom Dean is closing. He's closing with every strike. It's right on the touch. It's right on the touch of new games record for Duncan Scott. There was nothing, but nothing between them in the end. What a finish that was. There was actually 13 100ths between them, and Duncan Scott is the Commonwealth champion in the Tour de Mayenne. It's a new games record.
That was a lot of fun. It's my first Commonwealth Games, and it was the most exciting thing I've ever done, I think. It was a good race. I really enjoyed the water, and the pool was beautiful, so I was swimming, and I really was able to take it all in with the cheering at the entrance. I loved it. I'm so proud. It's the most amazing thing to be able to do, to be able to represent them in a sport that not many people do there, but like inspire younger generations. It's just amazing. I love it. So I'm so proud that I can do it.
He's done an incredible personal best, taking it down from 2:15 all the way down to 2:07.
I've had so much fun. The volunteers are wonderful, really helpful. Everybody's so kind to me, and everybody's willing to help whenever it's needed. It's been wonderful. My hope is to just continue having as much fun as I have, and to swim my best and enjoy the experience. If you really want to, you can do anything. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very proud to be representing Ghana, and it's been a wonderful experience, and thank you.
Swimming is one of the Commonwealth Games' core sports and has been ever present throughout its history.
He is terrific.
Para-swimming events were introduced into the programme in the Manchester Games in 2002.
It was right on, and he took it.
The brand new Sandwell Aquatic Centre hosts 6 days of fierce competition in the pool with men's, women's and mixed events.
Look at him fly.
The Commonwealth crescendo, an incredible 45 gold medals were up for grabs. Cycling's finest followed up the Tour de France with a whiz round Warwick. And there was drama and celebration wherever you looked on the penultimate day of the Games.
The final athletics session of the Birmingham Commonwealth Games took place in front of another sell-out crowd at Alexander Stadium. The women's 1500 metre final saw Scotland's Laura Muir back on the track 24 hours after winning bronze in the 800. There was some bumping and barging after the first lap. But with 500 metres to go, Muir was on the shoulder of the race leader and looking dangerous.
Now she begins to wind it up. 500 metres out. This is what she's done, specialising in a long drive for home. And who can match her? Straight into a slipstream, almost immediately, Rob, almost single file. We saw this coming. There's nothing they can do about it.
Laura Muir striking for gold and striking for history for Scotland. She's gone early. 500 metres, and she has stormed to the front. Ciara McGeehan running brilliantly here. and she's got at least 20 metres on the rest. Listen to the crowd, they're willing her on. Remember, no Scottish woman has ever won this title, and McGeehan hasn't been broken yet. It's a superb run by the European bronze medalist for 2016. Now Muir's face, etched with pain, but etched with determination, and she's beginning to open up the gap here. This is a sensational run from the World Championship bronze medalist. It was a huge breakthrough last year when she finally got a global medal and became the Olympic silver medalist. And at last, after bronze at the Worlds and silver at the Olympics, it's all gold tonight for Muir. She's the Commonwealth champion. She makes history for Scotland. McGeehan with a wonderful, wonderful silver. Absolutely incredible. Muir has a major gold medal at last.
An emphatic win for Muir, with Ciara McGeehan taking silver and Abby Caldwell the bronze for Australia. The middle distance track medals concluded with the men's 800-metre final. Australia's Peter Bol was fastest in the semi-final, his main rival defending champion Wycliffe Kinyamal of Kenya.
Going round the first bend for the first time, Kinyamal in lane number 4. Happy to get in to the pole position potentially. They cut across down the back straight.
This is a massive night for Australia after Ollie Hall won the 1500 metres. A little bit of shoulder barging. Remember last year in Tokyo, Bol led until about 30 metres from the finish line, and it's the Jamaican now getting his heels clipped. Anderson on the outside, the Ghanaian just keeping out the way there, a man quite sensibly. Kinyamal, remember, bidding to become the first man in history to successfully defend this title, but there's all sorts going on here as they're jostling for position. The two big guns in first and second. Who's going to go for it first?
55.5 at the 400-metre point. It's tight. Keep an eye on Jamie Webb, the English athlete there on the left of your shot, coming onto the shoulder of the Ghanaian. Kinyamal, Bol, Webb. The piercing stare of Webb of England, trying to hold on to the change of pace from Kenya and Australia. Guy Learmonth on the inside for Scotland in 4th.
Kinyamal's going for this with 200 to go. He makes his bold bid for glory. Bol is hanging on. Remember, no Australians won this for 40 years. But he's falling back here. Can Kinyamal continue to pull away? It's between these two.
Kinyamal, Bol, look at Patterson for England. It's a battle for the gold. It's going to be won by the Kenyan. 147.52, a pat on the shoulder from Peter Bol of Australia, who picks up the silver medal. Brilliant running by England's Ben Patterson to pick up the bronze. The 25-year-old Kenyan came here to defend his title. Wycliffe Kinyamal does pick up the 10th gold medal for Kenya in the men's 800 metres.
To the final two field events now. In the men's javelin, another Kenyan, Julius Yego, opened up with an impressive first round throw. A season best of 85 metres and 70 centimetres gave him an excellent shot at a medal. Anderson Peters from Grenada was the pre-event favourite. He found his form towards the end of the competition. This his best throw, 88.64, to put him into the lead. Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem in the silver medal spot followed Peters with his 5th round throw.
Oh, that's high. Good grief. It was not coming down.
A new games record for Nadeem. 90 metres and 18 centimetres to win gold for Pakistan. In the women's long jump, all eyes were on Nigeria's Eze Broom, the Commonwealth Games gold medalist in 2014. The first to jump in the competition was Ghana's Deborah Akwa.
It's a great night for jumping. It's still warm. The back straight is absolutely bathed in sunshine. Oh, wow. And what a great way to open the competition.
A personal best 6 metres 94 for Akwa. After a red flag on her first attempt, Broom stepped up for her second jump.
Oh, that is big.
6 metres 99 for Broome, a games record. Only Australia's Brooke Bushell could stop her as the competition continued. The Australian fell just shy of Broome's second round jump. Another gold for Nigeria. After success in the women's 10,000 metre final on day 6, Scotland's Ailish McColgan was looking to add to her medal collection in the women's 5,000. McColgan and Kenyan Sele Butsienye and Beatrice Chebet opened up an unassailable lead as they entered the last lap.
McColgan behind Butsienye and Chebet. Kenya 1-2. This is like the men's 10,000 metres with Kiplimo tucked behind two Kenyans as Chebet kicks off the front. McColgan reacts, but maybe a little too late. Behind Butsienye, the second Kenyan, a glance over her shoulder. She will be third, but Chebet is gone and away. And the World Championship silver medalist will not be caught now. That's an extraordinary increase in pace. Fabulous running from Beatrice Chebet. Kenya will take gold in the 5,000 metres. She has blasted away. That's 25 metres in the space of 150. She's opened up. It's going to be gold for Kenya all the way. Beatrice Chebet punches the air as she crosses the line. A superb Scottish silver for Ailish McColgan. And a beautiful bronze for Sele Butsienye.
Chebet in a different class ultimately. Clearly a lot fresher. Didn't have to run the 10,000 metres here.
Botswana had just one medal from the Games so far as their strong men's 4x400 metre relay team took to the track. With 600 metres to go, they were still in the hunt.
Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Botswana, a superb run by Anthony Purcell of Botswana. The hands are held high by the outgoing runners. Botswana now pop into the lead.
Well, that's probably the perfect position, Kath. Wouldn't you always want to be a metre or so down on the leader rather than behind him? But he's not hanging about. Jareem Richards, the 200 champion, has blasted straight past the final leg runner for Botswana by Uppo Ndori and into the lead, and he has a couple of metres with 200 to run.
Jareem Richards in the final 200 metres, looking around, he's cool, he's calm, he's got such good speed endurance, but Botswana are saying, Ndori onto his shoulder. Trinidad and Tobago, Botswana battling for the gold medal. Kenya have come into the bronze medal position, passing Jamaica, but Jareem Richards, easy as you like, 3:01.30. A brilliant run by the Trinidad and Tobago team. They were set up perfectly for Jareem Richards to dance around Alexander Stadium and pick up the gold medal for Trinidad and Tobago. Botswana pick up the silver.
Trinidad and Tobago winning from Botswana and Kenya.
The final athletics event of the 2022 Games was the women's 4x400 metre relay. Jamaica's talented quartet were hoping to take home a third consecutive Commonwealth 4x4 relay gold. We joined the race with England's Amma Pippi in the lead as the bell approached.
England have not won this title for nearly 3 decades. The home crowd willing them on, roaring them on. One last lap for one last gold. England lead. Canada and Jamaica tied for second here. And they have Jessie Knight in their sights. It's Gould, the 800-metre specialist, trying to close for Jamaica with Constantine of Canada. So many times the Canadians have pulled it out of the bag. And Knight is beginning to feel the pressure here. Can she hang on? One last burst for glory. Is it going to be England's night? It's been a glittering, glorious week of athletics. She's still driving, she's still pushing, but Constantine is closing. What a finish to an epic week of athletics. Is it England or is it Canada? They're side by side, there's nothing to separate them. Oh my gosh, it's one of the best finishes to a 4x4 relay we have ever seen. It was so close. The wait goes on. You'll hear the roar. You will now. It's gone to England. Their first title in 28 years, and they've done it by the narrowest of margins. What an incredible finish. 100th of a second in it.
However, the drama wasn't over. England were disqualified for a lane infringement on the handover between Victoria Ohurugu and Jodie Williams. Canada were therefore awarded the gold, Jamaica silver, with a bronze for Scotland. The last action of the cycling programme got underway in Warwick, the men's road race. 75 cyclists took on the 160-kilometre course that started and finished in St Nicholas Park. Time trial gold medalist and Australian hope Rowan Dennis did not start after pulling out due to medical concerns, leaving the Isle of Man's Mark Cavendish as the heavy favourite. Former Tour de France winner Geraint Thomas instigated a strong breakaway with 115 kilometres to go. This left Cavendish languishing in the peloton.
2k to go, and finally Van Niekerk is done.
Well, Daryl Impey also swung off.
Oh, has he? It was Impey just swinging off, and Van Niekerk continues to ride on the front. Impey has just dropped back and taken a position a bit further down the line.
Oh, here goes Geraint Thomas.
Big dig from Geraint Thomas. The Welshman tries to ride clear of everyone else, and he comes shooting past. And Geraint Thomas has waited for this moment to attack. 1.7 kilometres to go for the Welshman. Can he hold on then? This is it. This is his terminal effort, and England are going to have to chase. Ben Turner, his teammate from the Ineos Grenadiers, with Fred Wright on his wheel, won the battle of his life to get across to the Welshman. Geraint Thomas won't be intimidated by the distance, but he has invested so much in this race, and over the last 10 kilometres or so, Geraint Thomas has been hiding in the wheels for this moment and this moment alone.
He was so determined after the time trial to give it his best in the road race. Geraint Thomas is at the 1 kilometre to go banner now. Can he make it to the finish? What can the English do? They've worked so hard throughout this race. Can they finish it off? Geraint Thomas, what a handy little lead inside the final kilometre.
Turner hasn't got much more to give now. All that anger, all that frustration from the individual time trial where he wanted gold, Geraint Thomas, and should have got gold. Fred Wright encouraging Ben Turner. Luke Platt then attacking on the inside, and they're going to pull him back. Luke Platt, the teammate, two teammates of Geraint Thomas from the Ineos Grenadiers, trying to hunt the Welshman down. 600 metres to go for Thomas. Fred Wright sitting pretty with Daryl Impey on his wheel and Aaron Gate. Thomas is caught. Luke Platt, though, on the front with all these fast men on his wheel, including Finn Crockett from Scotland. Fred Wright now on the front. Daryl Impey, Aaron Gate, Finn Crockett. Here comes Fred Wright, but he's got some real sprinting power on his wheel. Fred Wright opening up his sprint now. Right then for England, trying to push for the line. Fred Wright, can he be caught? Daryl Impey, the South African, on his wheel. Impey opening up his sprint. Aaron Gate down the middle. Gate hits the front. Gate is going to take gold again. 4 times a gold medalist. Aaron Gate, unstoppable at the Commonwealth Games. A brilliant ride from the New Zealander. Well deserved, and in the end, unquestionably the fastest at the sprint. What a ride from Aaron Gate.
Well, not just purely the fastest in the sprint, but what fitness did he have, and covering all those moves towards the finish convincingly. Men's
silver
road
to
race.
Daryl Impey. Finn Crockett takes the bronze medal in brilliant fashion.
There were 2 more diving titles to be won at the Sandwell Aquatic Centre, with the men's 10-metre platform coming first. Englishmen Matty Lee and Noah Williams took gold in the synchronised final at this height 2 days earlier, but they were competing against each other here, both impressed in the first of 6 rounds.
Noah Williams.
And here we go. Now we've got an early leader. Stunning dive from Noah Williams.
88.20, and into the lead he goes.
Rylan Weems was one half of the Canadian duo who took silver behind Lee and Williams in that synchronised final, and he scored 90.65 to go into first place in round 2. Australia's Cassiel Russo started diving just 5 years ago. The former gymnast was the top qualifier for this event, and he led at the halfway point of the final. Meanwhile, the English pair were struggling to find form. Matty Lee had already faltered on his second dive, while Noah Williams fell out of the top 3 with this effort.
Oh, Noah. Just a little bit too far out here. And it felt good, but then he reached towards the swimming pool to dive in rather than underneath him.
Yeah, that is not good by his standards, and he's slipping out of medal contention.
Russo, on the other hand, was going from strength to strength. It was Rylan Wiens who was looking the most likely challenger to the Australian, scoring his second 90-pointer with his penultimate dive. With one dive each remaining, Russo and Wiens were separated by just 2.1 points. Matty Lee had recovered from his poor dive earlier and improved his chances of a second medal at these games.
Rylan Wiens has been superb.
What a dive! So strong out of the platform, twist, a little bit of helicopter legs, but puts them together again and absolutely puts that down in the water.
We have a new leader. Do we have a new champion? You want to end strongly, you want to end with a chance of a medal, Matty Lee. Can he do it?
Oh, it's good. It's really good. Great tuck position. Just not quite opening out fully. Left it slightly piked and over-rotated.
99.9. We haven't had 100 yet. $95 needed for the gold. Could he finish with a 100? We haven't had one yet all week. Maybe this is it.
That's it! That's it! He's absolutely smashed that! Yes, Cassio Russo, that's going to be tens. That's our first tens for the competition. Congratulations, Commonwealth Games champion.
103.60, the very last dive, and we get the three figures that we've been waiting all week for.
These three had all been on this podium before when they medalled in the synchronised 10-metre platform. Matty Lee now adding bronze to that gold. Rylan Wiens with silver again, and Cassiel Russo taking top spot with that extraordinary last dive. To the women's 3-metre springboard final now, and again there were many attempting to repeat their success from the synchronised version of the event. Australia's Madison Keeney was returning to the board just a day after winning gold with teammate Annabelle Smith, and she started in fine form. But it was Nur Dabitar Sabri of Malaysia who was the surprise package early on.
Now our current leader. And she's got her biggest tariff dive in round number 2. Maybe she can extend that lead just a little bit.
What a dive from Nur Dabitar Sabri. Look at this connection off the springboard. She just gets so fast. Finishes the rotation nice and high and then slices through the water with not a drop coming into the air.
Now the lead is 18 points over the rest. What a dive that was.
Canada's Mia Vallée was on the hunt for her third medal in 3 days. The 21-year-old had already won gold in the 1-metre springboard and bronze in the synchronised 3-metre event. She moved into the medal positions with her second dive. England's 17-year-old Deshaun Bent Ashmail had been impressing the judges all day and leapfrogged Vallée into third with this dive. Nur Dabitar Sabri continued to perform brilliantly, and she was still leading the standings at the end of round 3. Madison Keeney won silver in this event in the 2018 Games and was the top qualifier for this final. This was her penultimate dive.
Outstanding dive from Madison Keeney. So flat, so strong. Lovely entry. Outstanding dive.
And we have a new leader, and a new leader by over 12 points. 2.76 for Keeney, our long-time leader now in second place. Vallée third.
Malaysia's Nur Dabitar Sabri continued her fantastic form all the way through to her 5th dive, and her final score of 330.9 was the one to catch. Bent Ashmail demonstrated with her last dive that she's certainly one to watch out for in the future. She moved into second place, but Mia Vallée was next.
What a dive to finish, Mia Vallée. So high, beautiful pike, fast twist, great check there.
You're not going to believe how tight it is for 1 and 2 here.
Oh,
3:29. The leader has 3:30.
1 point between them.
It's all yours now, Maddie Keeney. Forward 2.5 somersaults, 1 twist for the gold.
She's got it! We've got a new Commonwealth Games champion, Maddie Keeney, you legend. Poetry in motion. 72 points. Excellent dive, brilliant. Oh, I'm so astounded by the change, the consistency that Maddie has shown in this competition.
Bronze for Mia Vallée then, less than a point behind Nur Dabitar Sabri with silver. It was Keeney's second gold in 2 days.
Warm sunshine greeted an excited crowd and the 2 gold medal contenders in the women's hockey final at the University of Birmingham. England were looking to cause an upset against Australia, who've won 4 Commonwealth golds since 1998 in this event. We joined the match in the first quarter, with Australia deep in England's half.
This is Rosie Malone. Off Grace Balsam, wins the free hit.
That's good.
Malone on the reverse, across the face of goal, and Greta Hayes not far away at the far post.
Rosie Malone definitely takes it the 5, and it bounces just in front of Fiona Crackles.
England were awarded a penalty corner after video review late in the first quarter. Grace Balston's deflected effort couldn't find a way to goal. We rejoined the game with the score at 0-0 midway through the second quarter.
Hunt. Yeah, does well in traffic, drops Wilson onto her backside, and here is Peel. Peel off the right foot. Here it is, Hunt shoots, scores, and England are in front. Holly Hunt on mark to the top of the circle, found by the cross from Flora Peel, and dispatches it past Alicia Power, and it's England who draw first blood in the gold medal match. Holly Hunt with her second of the tournament. England 1, Australia 0. Hamilton pops inside, plays it into the middle of the park, but there is Greiner, and Nobbs mishandles, and here is Howard. Howard into the circle, Howard on the reverse stick, but she's pushed too wide. Caitlin Nobbs with a heart in her mouth, I'm sure, as that one left her stick. Still there for England if they can find McCallan, and to the far post, there's a deflection, and it's Tess Howard! Deflection up and over Power, and England are 2 goals to the good. It all came from the arrow from Caitlin Nobbs in the middle of the park. Howard took it forward, was forced wide. England didn't panic, they recycled the ball, in it came, and now it's Howard deflected past Power, and it's England 2, Australia 0.
England 2-0 up, and it stayed that way as we pick up the action at the start of the fourth quarter.
Australia have got to get on the front foot. They've got to try and find an early goal in this fourth quarter if they are to rescue this situation. Lovely skill from Grace Stewart. Pulls it back. Here's the chance. Maybe shot comes in. Great save from Hinch. What a chance that was. I think it fell to Claxton, did it?
With less than 30 seconds to go, Australia were awarded a penalty corner.
Here we go then. Taylor and Fitzpatrick. It goes to Renee Taylor. Renee Taylor, good number 1 running shot, comes in and scored. It's Malone. Rosie Malone.
The goal stood after a video referral, meaning a dramatic last few seconds remained.
So Australia, one last throw of the dice. Nobbs puts it through it onto the foot of Hamilton. Tonkin into the circle, deflected up. There's Unsworth, just needs to put it out with the line. She has. It's all over. And England are the Commonwealth Games champions in Birmingham at 2022. For the first time in their history, they will stand on the top step of the podium in the women's hockey. After 3 silver medals, it's finally gold.
Exuberant celebrations for England and their supporters. The party might be a long one.
Cricket now, and it was fireworks from start to finish as India met Australia in the T20 gold medal game. This was a repeat of the World Cup final from 2 years ago, which Australia won. But early drama at Edgbaston. Alyssa Healy thought she'd escaped an LBW appeal. But India chose to review, and they were right to do so. Healy gone for 7, and India's fans were celebrating. But there'd be an Australian rally.
Launched. Mid-off up inside the circle. Lanning clears the rope for 6. Down the ground, comfortably 4. And brings a 50 up for Australia in some style.
Now, this could be very interesting at the non-striker's end. Was Lanning short?
Again, a review, this time for a run-out. It was quickly clear that Meg Lanning's innings was about to come to an end on 36.
Out. Radayada through her legs. What a way to dismiss one of Australia's best. Brilliant! Absolutely superb! Radayada takes a screamer.
She just executed a run-out of her bowling. Look at this catch from Radayada at backward point.
She is so strong down the ground.
Ash Gardner gets under that delivery.
Big old swing. And that'll be the end of Ash Gardner. This is just the time for a wicket for India if they're going to put the brakes on. Down the ground, the rock in this Australian innings gets a 50 in the final.
This is just rewarding for Beth Mooney.
Grace Harris was then out for 2, and that was followed by the big prize for India, Beth Mooney.
That is unbelievable, Aditi Sharma. She's plucked it out of the air, one-handed. It needed something special to get rid of Beth Mooney, and it's come the way of Dipti Sharma.
Some incredible Indian fielding, and Australia's innings finally came to a close on 161 for 8. So who'd be T20 cricket's first ever Commonwealth champions? This was the India reply.
Wowie! Shafali Verma means business. Oh, she stepped across. The wicket Australia wanted. The end of Smriti Mandana. Talia McGrath. Well, they can't celebrate with it because she's tested positive for COVID. Set herself up very nicely for that. Clever play by Harmanpreet. Brings a 50 up for India. Now she got enough on this. Oh, yes, she has. Just what India need. Talk about releasing pressure.
It should be put away, and Harmanpreet Kaur obliges.
A captain's innings from Harmanpreet Kaur was keeping India on track. A half-century for her as she built a big partnership with Jemima Rodrigues.
More than enough distance. What an over this is for India. 112 for 2. Yeah! Australia have found a way through. Are they back in this game?
Pooja Vastrikar was next to go before the game swung decisively in Australia's favour.
Has she got something on this? The umpire says yes. Harmanpreet Kaur goes.
And as India chased the runs, they lost regular wickets, with run-outs proving costly. And with 4 balls remaining, they had just 1 wicket left.
Is she in front? Yes, she is!
An unsuccessful review from India meant the game was over and the celebrations could begin.
The mighty Australians have struck gold. T20 World Cup champions. 50 Oval World Cup champions, and now Commonwealth gold medal winners.
To table tennis, and the men's doubles final was a repeat of the 2018 gold medal match. As we join it, England's Paul Drinkall and Liam Pitchford trail India's Sharath Kamal Ashanta and Sathyan Nanasekaran in the decider.
Brilliant from Drinkall there. So wide of the table to find that and draw the English level again.
Here we go, Paul Drinkall. He's almost sat on the umpire's knee when he played that topspin.
No, Sekaran pushes, only finds the net, and it's the English who, as they turn round, are first to 5 here in the decider. Straight at Nanasekaran, Drinkall there.
The English players playing strong, positive table tennis there.
Opened it up and baited Ashanta, and he was jumps in the air, the Indian legend, because he feels he should have made that. Now Pitchford through, flat as you like, to extend the lead of 4 here. Well, yeah, Pitchford's reaction, he's made a ball there, basically out of his pocket, as we call it. Incredible get to keep the point alive. They're back in the position they were 4 years ago. But this time, the Indians took 4 points from there on the Gold Coast, but they don't do it here. And they're on the brink of defeat now. The home support are rampant. Done it again. Paul Drinkall and Liam Pitchford successfully defend the men's doubles gold medal. They clinch the gold for England here in Birmingham.
To the mixed doubles final, and Ashanta's partner, Srija Akula, had also lost earlier in the day in the bronze medal match in the women's singles. Their opponents were Javan Mas Chung and Karen Lin of Malaysia, and the Indian pair started well.
And Akula finishes off that game with aplomb. The Indians working very nicely together.
Chung and Lin responded in game 2.
And they do it.
Game 3 went the way of Ashanta and Akula, and as we join game 4, the Indians are just 4 points from victory.
Pushed down the line, almost a flick there, hitting through the ball. It caught the top of the net, which made life very, very difficult for Lynn. Oh, good backhand topspin this time by Ashanta. Again, Akula looking to be very positive on the return of serve. She's played so well throughout this final. Again, what a great shot from Akula.
4 match points. They do it. Joy for India. The gold medal in the mixed doubles. The legend and the rising star combine to seal the deal.
Ashanta will go again on day 11, renewing his rivalry with Liam Pitchford in the men's singles final.
In netball, it was the gold medal match between Jamaica, who've never reached a Commonwealth final, and Australia, who've reached them all. The Sunshine Girls had previously beaten the Diamonds in the pool phase, and a 9,500 strong crowd were in for some entertainment in the rematch. There was nothing between the two teams early in the first quarter until star shooter Gretel Bueta put some distance between her team and Jamaica.
That is an awesome feed-in, and rightly so, thumbs up from Gretel Bueta.
Yeah, her time is exquisite.
Australia, 3-goal advantage.
But Jamaica had an excellent second quarter, and as they approached the midway point in the match, it was now very close.
And that's what they need to go back to, Jamaica. It's working for them.
Great use of her body, like Bueta down the other end.
And I think Courtney Bruce is enjoying her run out at goal defence, the challenge.
Oh, up Brazel. Oh, don't know that Janelle Fowler was expecting that.
Goalkeeper stand beside you in front.
Ash Brazel, of course, an Aussie Leagues player.
Yeah, she uses those skills in a great creative way. Underhand passes.
As Watson goes back. Waits to set up again. There's Conan offering.
Brilliant to break straight through that zone. Through the middle of Jamaica, and she went so hard herself that they were already still flat-footed by the time she got the ball under the post.
And the other thing is that Sterling's not as in the contest.
Wow. Now this will be interesting here. What a battle we have on our hands. It is 29 all. Nothing between these two sides.
But as the third quarter unfolded, Australia pulled away. They had one hand on the gold medals as attacking pair Bueta and Cara Conan stole the show.
Quick 1-2. It's those short, sharp movements of plays, not giving Jamaica enough time to get round or to shepherd up. And this is where we've seen them improve over this tournament. Those passes into Fowler have been so good. Oh.
They thought it was a stepping pole there, but I think Ash Brazel did that well. It was quick, but it was correct.
With a minute to go, Australia knew they wouldn't be caught. Having lost the 2018 gold medal match in the dying moments, it was clear there was no chance of a repeat here.
Well, there's a massive roar going up around the arena. The Australians here, they know they've got it. And the Jamaican fans, of which there are many, can't believe it. Look at the faces of the substitutes.
And also the changes that Australia have made have been absolutely impactful for them.
Now Connie Francis, she looks stern. They know it's gone. Last few moments of the netball here at Birmingham 2022.
Both coaches are standing, they're emotional.
Australia burst the Jamaican bubble. They win their fourth netball gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. Redemption for the Gold Coast 4 years ago. And that's how much it means to them.
Earlier in the day, New Zealand beat England in the bronze medal match. To the finals of the beach volleyball now, and we start with the men. Canada against Australia, the two countries who'd contested the 2018 gold medal match. Australia won 4 years ago. Could they defend their title? The battle on the Smithfield Sound was tight as the Australian pair of Chris McHugh and Paul Burnett levelled the tie at 1-set-all to take it to a decider. Canada's Sam Schachter and Daniel Deering missed out on 2 title-winning chances, denied by the Australians. And the game turned around completely as two match balls came and went for McHugh and Burnett. And eventually it was the Australians who were victorious.
They've done it! Australia, Commonwealth Games gold medalists!
England beat Rwanda to win bronze, a first medal for them in this sport at the Commonwealth Games. The women's final was another Canada versus Australia contest and another repeat of 2018. Mariafe Atacho del Solar and Taliqua Clancy looking for revenge against the Canadian pair who'd beaten them on the Gold Coast, Sarah Pavan and Melissa Humana Paredes. The Australians won a close first set, 24-22. But the Canadians fought back to level at a set apiece, 21-17. They kept their title defence alive.
Canada take set 2, but going to a decider. And it is Canada who are the Commonwealth Games champions.
There were incredible scenes in the battle for bronze, where Miller Patter and Sherisin Toko made it back-to-back Commonwealth medals in this event for Vanuatu. The University of Birmingham was the venue for the squash mixed doubles gold medal match. It was Joelle King and Paul Cole of New Zealand against Alison Waters and Adrian Waller of England. Both partnerships had been impressive throughout the tournament, but this match was a one-sided affair, with King and Cole winning 11-3, 11-6.
Well, they've done it. Paul Cole and Joelle King have got the gold in the mixed doubles.
India beat Australia to claim bronze. After 10 days, 268 gold medals have been won. There are 12 more up for grabs on the final day in Birmingham. Australia lead the way with 66 gold, 55 silver and 53 bronze. England in second have an overall total of 166 medals, and Canada in third have 91. Every medal deserves a celebration, of course, and especially if it's your country's first of the Games. So no wonder Vanuatu's Sherisin Toko and Miller Patter had huge smiles on their faces as they claimed bronze in beach volleyball. It was a repeat of their performance 4 years ago, and a moment of pure joy for the South Pacific Islanders. At a Commonwealth crescendo, an incredible 45 gold medals were up for grabs. Cycling's finest followed up the Tour de France with a whiz round Warwick. And there was drama and celebration wherever you looked on the penultimate day of the Games.
CRTV, canal de deportes y más. CRTV, canal de deportes y más.